Hey, this is Mike Rush, and today I got Joey Silva with me, and he is a personal trainer, so I just want to talk to him today a little bit about fitness and what it takes, because both of us are over 50. I just turned 50, so, and I always say I look like 25 from the neck down, but from the neck up, I probably look my age, I don't know.
He's my little brother.
But Joey's 57, so what I'm trying to say is it's never too late to start getting into shape and doing your thing. So Joey, well, let me tell you what I know a little bit about Joey first. I met him a couple of years ago. I was actually doing a competition, and I knew nothing. And one thing I can tell you about Joey is he's one of the most competitive guys I know, but he's one of the most humble guys I know. And is willing to give the shirt off his back to you and just do whatever he can to help you. He knew me from nobody. And I came into this posing class, which I knew nobody there. So he comes up to me and goes, "Dude, do you know how to pose?" And I'm going, "Yeah, I think so." He goes, "Let me see you walk." So I do this stupid walk, right, out, and he's going, I don't even know how he didn't laugh, but he actually walked me through everything, showed me how to, it was a physique competition. So, I mean, the poses weren't that complicated, but I mean, if you've never done it before, it's more complicated than it looks. But he walked me through, and actually, from him helping me, I went to this show called The Cascadian, and I actually took second.
You did well.
Yeah, I took second. I could hear him in the background. Yeah, you're doing great. Yeah, turn again.
Transition.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's a little bit what I know about Joey. But Joey, I wanted to go over, like, if somebody, I mean, some people think like they're 40 and they're like, I can't do anything, which I don't think people realize how old they're gonna live. I mean, with today's technologies and everything, I mean, we're gonna get up there. We're not dying at 70. We're living to be like,
right.
I mean, we could be 120 before all this technology comes out. Who knows?
Right.
And I mean, I don't want to sit
Whether
around.
we want to live that
Yeah,
long.
I mean, do you want to live in pain, or do you want to live where, you know, you can get around and do your normal stuff, is what I'm talking about. I mean, yeah, we've gone a little more of the extreme where, you know, we do a lot more, you know, we're doing competitions,
Right.
you're a
Eating,
fitness model,
it's at a whole other level.
and you know, you're a personal trainer,
Right.
and I mean, you're a pro, right?
Athlete, 2 organizations,
Yeah.
Global and Nspire Sports League.
Okay, that's right. And so I'm not talking about the, you know, like, not going on stage like we were doing. I'm talking about like your normal person.
The average Joe, guy that works at the mill.
Right,
guy that
and they're
works
going,
at,
man,
delivery driver, or you know, maybe was an athlete at some point in his life,
Right,
and he's
right.
you know, over 40.
And they're just thinking, well, you know, it's a little too late for me, or, you know, I can't do, you know, what, I mean, so what because you said you didn't start until you were 50, right?
Right. I think that, you know, for a lot of people, Mike, it's really, it's just easier to say they're too far gone and they don't care. They don't really care. They don't want to look like that, you know. But I think deep down inside, there's a passion, or at least a desire to have a better health, quality of life. You know, whether they have kids and they can do certain things and they can't do certain things with them because of the health that they're in.
Right.
You know, but I just think that it's just a better quality of life is all you're going after, and it starts with food.
Right.
Simple.
That's what
Food.
started with me.
Food.
Because I didn't have like a drastic, well, for me, it was a lot of weight. For me, I lost 40 pounds about 4 years ago.
Well, it was the opposite for me because I went through a divorce at 50, and it just was devastating to me, and I was down to 167 pounds.
Oh, so you were the opposite. You were like,
I was 167 pounds, and I just didn't, you know, have the appetite, and I was trying to train and still training, and it's you're overtraining if you're training, but you have lack of nutrition. It's even worse. You might as well just not even train.
See, I wasn't in that. I mean, I was eating way too much, and I was 200 pounds, and I lost, and I started with diet first. Well, I was working out a little bit, you know, I would do weights and stuff, but I wasn't like working out like I do now. But yeah, I had to start with diet, and I just did like short little goals of what I wanted to do, and
And you say the
yeah.
word diet, that scares a lot of people. Diet,
Well-
takeaway food. No, diet is what you eat.
right,
You know, and actually I give people more food than they were eating before. Healthy, dense, nutritious food, and it triggers their metabolism so that their body will actually start to burn fat. But until you give your body enough nutrition, it's not going to burn fat. It's just going to you're going to just keep getting fatter, and it's going to be feeding off your muscle. So
that's a good point, because when I was losing weight, I inadvertently did the right things, and I didn't know I was doing the right things. So for somebody that doesn't know anything, and you're saying the opposite of what most people think, oh, I got, like I was saying, a diet.
yeah.
And I guess I shouldn't have used those words, but
No, and you can.
I
It's
mean,
just that
you
people
can,
need to
it's just
understand
people
that-
have a bad idea
Not
what
all
that
people,
is.
but some people. And as a personal trainer, I saw it firsthand. I would get people, and if we just even skipped the training, just getting them on the food. I'm not a dietitian, but I can work with, a general diet plan for them. You got to find out what they're allergic to and things like that.
Right.
But I think for the most part, if people just ate healthier, and realized that it doesn't take a lot of time. I mean, without going into it, I got a breakdown of how long it takes. Meal prepping, the cost.
Right.
You can eat for less money, healthier.
Wow.
Believe it or
Okay.
not.
Okay. And so, what was, for I had a different spark of what caused me to want to get in shape again. Mine was, I saw an article about a teacher that ate 2,000 calories off the McDonald's menu. It was an experiment for 6 months. He had to stay at 2,000 calories, and he walked 45 minutes a day, and the guy lost 60 pounds. And I was thinking, geez, that I could do, So it's all just it's just calories. For me, is what I initially started, was just reducing my calories.
He lost weight, but did he keep it off?
Well, that I don't know, but that's what I'm talking about. That's what sparked me to get into shape again.
I mean,
That was
the sodium load alone.
Oh, well, when you said off the McDonald's menu, I mean, it didn't have to be
Yeah.
like Big Macs and
Right.
fries. It could be salads or
yeah.
whatever. So I'm
Yeah.
sure he didn't sit there and eat big. I don't
True,
know what
yeah.
he ate, but he had to keep it at 2,000. Anyways, that was my spark. What was your spark that got you? That you just said, you know what?
Being an
an
athlete at one time, in many stages of my life in different sports, it was an opportunity for me to compete again, and not combatively, where I'm going to get injured physically. But more than that, it was just a better quality of life, a feeling. I sleep better. I'm immune. I don't get sick. I prep my own food. It's just a lifestyle. I do go out and eat, and treat myself, and even then, my diet plan isn't boring. It
Right.
can't be. You got to be able to put some sauces on there. I mean, come on, look at how people say, "Well, I got to, you can't eat that white chicken." Then fine, put something on it that makes you want to eat it.
Right.
In moderation, because you weren't eating healthy enough anyway.
right.
But
Right.
I just think that everyone's going to have their own individual inspiration. Find it and use it.
Right.
And use it as a catalyst, and just go for it. And like I said, for me, with my age, I have a 10-year-old son. So what am I, can I still, I don't think I can outrun him.
Right.
The kid's pretty fast already.
Right.
Unless I get 15 minutes of warm up, I'm pulling a hamstring halfway through the rib,
There's also they say, I don't have any time. I don't have time to go work out. And, and I hear these people say this all the time, and then the same person, they just binge watched, some show on
Or-
Netflix all night until 2:00 in the morning. I'm saying, get your butt out of bed.
Your phone.
Get
so
up.
I don't know how to do this, and I think my phone skills are probably at a 5th grade level, which is pretty good because 5th graders know phones. But at any rate, you get 86,400 seconds a day. What are you going to do with it? Your phone will tell you how much time you've been on that, looking at insignificant or unnecessary texts, or just the Instagram, the Facebook, just the total social media. It just grabs you.
Right.
And you look at how much fast time goes by, you'll realize you've been on the phone for how long.
Right.
And I think it's just a matter of what you value. And when you reach a point where you just want to change your life, that's
Yeah.
the time to do it, man. It's the time to do it.
You know, I mean, I know there's days where I don't want to get out of bed, but I just do it anyways. I mean,
I think we're designed to, deep down inside, to work hard. You're competing with yourself. You want, every time I want a better me. Like I might go on stage and I'm standing up next to maybe 10, 15 guys at a global competition with people from all over the world. And they're all 17 years younger than me or better.
Right.
It really doesn't matter where I place. I mean, I've already won.
Right.
Being able to stand next to them in that group of people and not look like I don't belong there.
Right.
But for me, it's the next show and bettering,
Right.
getting better. And even then, I've got a knee situation now with my meniscus, but like anytime I've ever had a problem, the doctors have always said, good thing you're in shape.
Yeah.
Because I heal so much faster.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I mean, a person that does no exercise in their lifestyle at all, you know, can become sedentary with an injury. They just gain weight and they don't know, you know, the discipline of working hard. But, you know, I just think it's a personal thing, really, that you just have to just want to do it and do it.
Yeah.
And let someone else inspire you. Look around, you know, somebody you know is changing their self.
Right.
Get on the train.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because, you know, I found like you can only motivate people you have to want to do it yourself.
Yeah.
Or for some, like, let's say your son, you want to be able to do stuff with
Yeah.
your son. That's an inspiration. I mean, not just are you doing it for yourself, you're doing it for your son or grandkids or whatever. You want to be able to do stuff with them and not go, oh, I can't, you know, I can't go to the, you know, the amusement park because I can't walk around. I got to be in a scooter or
Right.
whatever. I mean, there's some seriously, you know, people hurting, and all it would take is just, you know, a little bit of discipline.
And I think the second best inspiration is to be accountable to somebody, whether it's a workout partner. You know, find somebody, hey, let's do this, you know.
Yeah.
You drive off each other, you know, iron sharpens iron, or hire a personal trainer. I mean, people that have hired me says, oh, I don't know that I can afford that $1,000 for that many sessions, you know, for so many sessions. And, but we'll do it, you know. I'm not kidding you. Every one of my clients that have ever mentioned a money issue for the training had always said at the end, I would have paid you $3,000 if I would have known what you would have done for me in the 6 months.
Right.
Because it took them 3 years to get that way. It takes you a third of the time to get yourself right back into
Yeah, you know,
swing of
it
things.
really, you know, for myself, it only took me. I started on a February, mid-February, and I was to my goal weight of, I was like 200 pounds.
Yeah.
And I'm 5'6". For 5'6", I was pretty heavy for me. And I got down to 160 by June, the end of June.
Yeah.
So it didn't take, and maintaining has actually been
reality
pretty.
is, looking at your skin, man, you being that big, your skin's tight.
Yeah, yeah.
I
So
mean, other than a little bit of in the back that I have as well, just because of my age, you know.
Yeah,
But
the
I mean,
skin doesn't stretch back as easy as
Exactly.
it used to, but it wasn't like a drastic. If it's 100 pounds, I mean, you're gonna have some
correct.
some skin, but you know, it's better than being in a wheelchair
Of course.
or something, you know. So I want to get to your the Joey Silva Fitness.
Okay.
So tell me about that and what is that all about?
You know, it was I was competing. I started in 2012 and went from 167 pounds to 194 in 8 months with a trainer.
Uh-huh.
Somebody that says you want to get involved with this is Jack Friend.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely changed my life. I owe a lot to him. He's still a good friend of mine. I respect him. I value his knowledge. And what that would have cost me for him to do that, I would have been able to afford it. But, you know, he was kind of using me he was my mentor kind of thing. It was a new class, men's physique in this area. So I did a show in Bend. It was an open class, 5 guys. I got 3rd place. Got up to 194, competed at 187, and I was hooked. Done 16 shows later, and 11 shows amateur, and then the rest were up to the 16th were pro.
Right.
But no, I went from 167 pounds in 8 months, and then I weigh on average about 200 pounds now. But it's been muscle that I've added. It's like if I have pictures, and pictures show so much. the growth, you know, it's like a little puppy, you take the picture, or a child, you know, but it was me.
Right.
And I advise anyone and everyone to take pictures of yourself and hold it, because you can really compare, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Not too many people are going to come up and compliment you or tell you, and you don't need to hear that. You just look at the picture. But it really shows the growth. It's like just putting on muscle, more and more muscle each year. My shoulders, my arms, it's just like a sculpture, a building. I'm not going to get that much bigger. Genetically, I'm not going to be a big guy.
Right.
And for what I'm trying to do and accomplish, which is, you know, fitness modeling, competitions, advertising for supplement companies, and I own my own construction company, so I'm trying to get out of that and have options, you know. I have to have a way out,
Right.
and a second plan of some sort for income. And I love fitness and I love helping people, so that's what I said to myself, that, you know, I've been doing this for myself, and being in this sport, it can be very self-absorbing.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
people
that's
can
for sure.
you can feel narcissistic at times, but it's not that way. It really isn't. I'm not that kiss your bicep kind of guy anyway. You know, I respect and appreciate the compliment you gave me of being humble, because I always want to stay that way. I've been blessed. You know, I mean, I got this scar right here. You can see that. Hey, what's up? But that's from getting hit by a tractor and losing the use of my legs when I was 22 years old.
Yeah.
So appreciation for life is great, and I want to always keep it that way. But after so many shows, I got kind of bored with, what am I doing? You know, I'm training, I'm going up and I'm competing to look better than somebody else. The Lord has blessed me. I have to do something with this. I just felt led
Right.
to start something, an organization, a charity, something. So I started just praying about it, man. And you believe me, I mean, the power of prayer. And I had gone through a tough breakup with a girl who was helping me start all this, but it was kind of stagnant until that breakup was final, and then it just launched. The Lord like started putting people in my life.
Right.
Matt Gaylor, who was taking me on as a manager. I mean, I don't want to get into who he is, and it's just incredible that I met him and what he's done. He's got my logo. He started my charity. It's an organization. It's a Joey Silva Fitness. It's a brand. He's going to have me do an advertisement, but we also started a charity side of it because I want to give back. So I'm basically 100% donating athlete at this point. I have 4 different organizations that, you know, or charities that I'm working with. You go on my webpage and see who I support, and if you want to support them,
What is the webpage?
JoeySilvaFitness.com.
So joeysilvafitness.com.
Pretty simple.
Yeah, so check that out, because you have a
Well, yeah,
documentary on there.
yeah.
He has a documentary on there about.
They felt that apparently the story is basically about my journey starting after my divorce,
Okay.
and then working my way up to where I am now in
Okay.
a fast clip. It's about 11 minutes.
Okay.
It took a long time to shoot and interviewing and stuff, and I really wasn't used to that kind of cameras in your face thing.
Right.
You know, and they even went to flew with me to Texas and a show that I did for Global.
Oh, okay.
And when I was competing with one of those shows, and I got in the top 10. I didn't get paid money, but if I would have, like I said, it would have gone to the charity.
Right.
So that's in the works of me potentially getting sponsors and traveling and doing more competitions, modeling and advertising for supplement companies, and then that revenue and money can go into part of the charities. But they can go online and look at these charities. If they want to support that charity, they can purchase a T-shirt with the logo. Then the money goes to the charity.
How much are the shirts?
Well, it'll be up for sale, and those shirts, I think, by the end of this month.
Okay.
And then there'll be a PayPal thing. This is something that I have other people handling for me.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
to answer those kind of questions, I'm a little bit in the dark on this.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
and for me to even think that I would be where I am and doing what I'm doing is just unbelievable. It's I would have never thought. You know, there's always somebody that's going to have more confidence in you than you have in yourself and see your abilities and gifts. I'm just grateful that the people that I've come in contact with have exposed that, and they're going to actually do something.
Right.
And hopefully I won't be a cement contractor in a few years from now. We don't know.
See, that's what I'm talking about with him is, he's not only talking about he wants to, make a living from it, but he also wants to give to charity. See, this is what I'm talking about is there's people that are takers out there, and there's people that are just givers, and this guy is definitely a giver, and that's why I want to have him on, because all he's thinking of ways is how he can give back. And that's what I really appreciate about him. So, Joey, I'm glad you came on.
Thank you.
And I appreciate it. Hey, if you like this video, and subscribe to my channel, Rush to Be Fit. And check out joeysilvafitness.com and check out that documentary. And thanks for watching.